What's up, guys? I'm Chris Spags here, back with another Four Corners for today's four-game NBA main slate, courtesy of Awesemo.com and presented by SuperDraft. We've got ourselves 4 games today, and unfortunately, no Gordon Hayward to bail us all out by giving us a little bit of savings. So let's get that power of positivity in the air, and right now, please hit that like button. And also, if you want to win a free month of Awesemo Plus, like the video and comment your top value play according to DraftKings salaries down below. Yesterday, Gordon Hayward was the top value play, and a lot of people guessed him, so I'll announce the winner of the random drawing later on. But right now, if you want to join that person at the pay window, like the video and comment your top value play down below. But even on a 4-gamer, we've got no time to waste here in the 4 corners, so let's get right into our first corner of the top owned plays, and Mo Wagner at a matchup at Charlotte where there's 115.5 applied points for Washington. Wagner is 35% expected ownership on DraftKings, while he is 16% on FanDuel. Wagner is a solid permanent player, but a risk to lose minutes if his size isn't needed, as it was last game with Troy Brown and Davis Bertans taking the majority of his second half run. So Wagner projects well, but he may be overowned relative to his downsides. Another top owned play everywhere today looks like Jimmy Butler in a match versus Atlanta where there's 113.5 implied points for Miami. Butler is 32% expected ownership on DraftKings, while he has 40% on FanDuel. Butler is very priced up as the primary ball handler with Goran Dragic and Justice Winslow out, but he seems like a core play today in lineups that assume Atlanta keeps it competitive on the road after a night out in South Beach. And our last top owned play today looks like Bradley Beal in a matchup at Charlotte where there's 115.5 implied points for Washington. Beal is 31% expected ownership on DraftKings, while he has 39% on FanDuel. Charlotte's poor 111.5 defensive efficiency rating with subpar wing defenders could mean more upside for Beal, with the only issue being their low 101 pace, given that Beal's got his price up substantially. And now into our next corner of some of the top value plays, including Kendrick Nunn in that matchup versus Atlanta where there's 113.5 implied points for Miami. With Dragic and Winslow out, Nunn saw 37 minutes in regulation last game, and while he hasn't shown huge upside, he's affordable and he has the opportunity to do more. Another potential top value looks like Miles Bridges in that matchup versus Washington where there's 113.5 implied points for Charlotte. Bridges saw extended run with Nick Batum bouncing from the rotation last game, and while it's a risk that doesn't happen again, Bridges is priced well enough on both FanDuel and DraftKings to play him and pray. And our last top value looks like Marcus Morris on a matchup at Portland where there's 107 implied points for the Knicks. Morris is one of 3 Knicks players who saw over 33 minutes in Coach Mike Miller's debut, and his price on DraftKings in particular makes him look like one of the strongest values with upside. And now into our next corner, some of the other top plays on the slate, including Devonte Graham in that matchup versus Washington where there's 113.5 implied points for Charlotte. Graham leads the team in assist rate with 37.4%, shots with 15.2 per game, and 3-point attempts with 8.7 per game. So in this pace-up spot against Washington's poor defense, he could smash despite his elevated price. Another top play today looks like Bam Adebayo in that match versus Atlanta where there's 113.5 implied points for Miami. Bam has 2 straight games of over 52 fantasy points, and he could continue to see monster upside with Atlanta's decent pace and poor 111.4 defensive efficiency rating. And another top play today looks like Julius Randle in that matchup at Portland where there's 107 implied points for the Knicks. Portland plays faster and with iffy defense, so Randle, who saw 35 minutes and 18 shot attempts in Mike Miller's coaching debut, should have solid potential with a fair price industry-wide. And now for our last corner, some of the lower-owned dart throws on the slate, including Nikola Jokic in a matchup at Philadelphia where there's 102.3 implied points for Denver. Jokic averages 68.5 fantasy points in his last 3 games against Philadelphia, 2 of which included Joel Embiid, and he projects for exceedingly low ownership in this game that appears ugly and slow on paper. A cheaper lower-owned dart throw looks like Damian Jones in a matchup at Miami where there's 104.5 implied points for Atlanta. Jones's minutes were limited by foul trouble last game. While that's always a risk for Jones, he had over 26 minutes and 28.5 fantasy points in his 2 games before that, and his size could be an asset against the tough Bam Adebayo. And another lower-owned dart throw would be Troy Brown in that matchup at Charlotte where there's 115.5 implied points for Washington. Brown stole minutes from Mo Wagner last game with Wagner's size not needed against the Clippers, and while Brown could see less run if Wagner is effective, Brown's defense could earn him minutes against Charlotte's wing-heavy lineup. So that's what I'm seeing so far for today's 4-game slate, so right now, please hit that like button, and if you want to win that free month of Awesemo Plus, like the video and comment your top value play according to DraftKings salaries down below. As I mentioned yesterday, over 20 people guessed the obvious top value play of Gordon Hayward correctly yesterday, so I ran a random number generator, and it's this guy right here is the winner, Blurry Images. So Blurry, email me at chris@awesemo.com to collect your prize right now. And those free months of Awesemo Plus come courtesy of SuperDraft, so right now head over to superdraft.io. If you use the promo code Awesemo, you get yourself $20 free with any deposit of $100 or more. So go over there right now, check out the new multiplier tournament style, a style where you don't even have to know salaries, you just pick your guys and go. So head over to superdraft.io and get your $20 free with that promo code Awesemo. And if you'd like some more data at your fingertips for tonight's slate, you can use this promo code Switch and Hedge for half off your first month of Awesemo Plus. If you go to awesemo.com/join right now, you can use that promo code or find packages as low as $3.95 a week. So over to awesemo.com/join right now and choose a package that'll work for you. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I've got 7 days a week of NFL and NBA content throughout the rest of 2019. So go check out what I'm doing right now on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. Tonight on Live Before 4 lock, you'll have Fast Eddie Fear and Chris Randone. So watch those fine gentlemen later today. And I'll be back with you guys tomorrow for another 4 corners. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great night. And as always, good luck.